warrant to Emanuel Ninger. His shocked wife, Adelaide, could only watch as her husband was taken away.
Neighbors gathered outside, whispering to one another. What terrible crime had this artist committed? Why would the police arrest him? To uncover the truth, we must travel back a few years.
The year was 1876. A young German artist named Emanuel Ninger and his wife, Adelaide, in very little money, but they carry something far more valuable.
Emanuel Ninger was a gifted artist. Every morning, he carried his paint, walked through the streets of Reading, Pennsylvania, admired his beautiful lettering, and hired him to paint signs for their stores.
Emanuel worked from sunrise until sunset, hoping to give his Adelaide a comfortable life. He believed that honest work would one day bring success. Soon, a difficult choice stood before him. Days turned into months. Emanuel worked hard as a sign painter, but life was not easy. The rent had to be paid. Food was expensive. Paints and brushes cost money too. No matter how hard he worked, he could barely save anything. Worry slowly filled his heart.
One evening, while looking at a banknote, a dangerous thought entered Emanuel's mind. With my painting skills, could I create one exactly like this? It was a moment that changed his life forever. For a long time, no one suspected anything. Then one day, a shopkeeper noticed that a banknote had become wet and its paint began to smear. The shopkeeper informed the police.
What is
time to think?
His extraordinary talent had not failed him. His choices had. We need to ask about Emanuel.
The officers carefully traced where the note had come from. Their investigation led them to Emanuel's house.
Excuse me, sir. May we see that note? Officers, what is the meaning of this?
The police discovered 3 magnificent paintings in Emanuel's home. Art experts were amazed by his extraordinary talent. The paintings were later sold at auction for about $16,000. News of Emanuel Ninger spread across America. Newspapers called him Jim the Penman. People were astonished that one man could paint banknotes so perfectly by hand, and so the news spread like wildfire. Jim the Penman, the headlines screamed. In every shop and cafe, people could talk of nothing else but the artist's astonishing crime. The artistic technique, rather than using complex printing presses. He masterfully traced bills and used a camel's hair brush and ink on coffee-soaked bond paper to replicate currency, meticulously imitating the paper's silk threads.
What a wonderful talent, used in the wrong way.
His extraordinary story was reported by many newspapers, and in time, people in other countries also learned about the artist known as Jim the Penman. They admired his extraordinary talent, but they also remembered the serious mistake that had led him to prison. Emanuel accepted guilty and served a 6-year prison sentence in the Erie County Penitentiary. But because of his good behavior, he was released after serving about 4 years behind bars.
Even today, Emanuel Ninger's story reminds us that the greatest talent is not enough without honesty. True success comes when talent and character walk together. Emanuel Ninger passed away at the age of 77. Talent is a gift, honesty is a choice. Use your gifts to make the world better.
Before we end, let's look at the real historical evidence. The portrait you are seeing is a historical newspaper sketch of Emanuel Ninger. Historians do not have a confirmed photograph of Emanuel.
The banknotes you are seeing are genuine examples of the hand-painted counterfeit notes created by Emanuel Ninger. They amazed investigators because they were painted by hand with extraordinary artistic skill.
Given every one of us, but remember, without thinking in the right way, Emanuel Ninger tried to find an easy way to earn money instead of using his talent wisely.
Historians continue to discuss these questions. We may never know the complete truth. Did he think nobody would pay a good price? He earned only a few coins for his skillful signboard art. Or he was desperate at people's attitude towards art? What is your opinions, children?
Children, what is your special talent? In how many honest ways can you use it? Combining talents creates endless ideas. Please share your opinions in the comment box.